Grand rising, my beautiful kings and queens. It's your girl, Mell B, live on Lux Radio Network. It is December 31st. It is the last day of 2025. And I don't know about y'all, but I know I will be happy to see this year go. It has been a stressful, long year, and I'm so looking forward to 2026. I've already started my traditions for the day. Black eyed peas is in the slow cooker. The clothes is in the washing machine. The dishes is in the dishwasher. And I got my buckets ready for the deep clean of the day. So let me know what y'all traditions are to start off the new year. So, of course, today is Women in Business Wednesday, and we are specializing in highlighting and giving the flowers to all women business owners and entrepreneurs. So, whether you're leading a team or leading your life today is about power, purpose, and progress. All right, on to our affirmation of the day. And it goes, and I read, I release what is no longer serving me and welcome what strengthens me. I close this year with gratitude and grace. New Year's Eve is symbolic, it's a doorway. This affirmation helps us let go of emotional clutter, old habits, and unnecessary weight, which include people. Block party, here we come. It centers gratitude, which research shows boosts emotional resilience, and it frames the transition into the year as an empowered, powerful, and peaceful and peace. We would choose peace rather than any rushed obligations. So let's go into 2026 with a new mindset. All right, our word of the day, it is pronounced, let me get my cheat sheet, zeitgeist. It's a noun, and it refers to the spirit, beliefs, and cultural mood of a particular time and place. The vibe, the energy, the cultural heartbeat of a moment in time. As we close out this year, the word hits home. Every era has a spirit that defines it, and we've all been living through one that's shifting right before our eyes. Today is a perfect moment to reflect on our zeitgeist for our year. What shaped you, what moves you, and what you're ready to leave behind. All right, our phrase origin word of the day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Grand Rising. It is the last day of the year. Let's celebrate and kick it to the curb. All right, our phrase origin word of the day is hit the nail on the head. It means to describe something with perfect accuracy or to be exactly right about a situation. The phrase dates back to at least the 1500s. It appears in a 1546 collection of English proverbs by John Haywood. The imagery comes from carpentry. Striking a nail precisely on its head drives it in cleanly and efficiently. Missing the head wastes effort. So the metaphor naturally evolved to mean precision and correctness. So today, praise someone for making an accurate point, identifying the real issue, or giving the perfect explanation. All right, we are going to go on into our headline news of all our cities around the globe, including right here in the good old USS of A. All right, starting out New York. I'm reading from paper, y'all. Legacy of Frank Gehry. Following the recent passing of the legendary architect at 96, city planners discussed the lasting impact of his twisted metal designs on the New York City skyline. All right, our community event in the NYE, a bi-level penthouse celebration with 360-degree skyline views and a midnight countdown. So if y'all live in New York and y'all in one of those skylines, y'all are going to have a really good celebration tonight with fireworks, the whole 9 yards. All right, in LA, vaccination rates alert. Health officials express concern as year-end data shows U.S. vaccination rates for preventable diseases have hit a 10-year low. And events tonight in LA, besides the fireworks, they are going to have a glamorous New York style gala at Cut by Wolfgang Puck in Beverly Hills featuring the Great Gatsby theme. Chicago, the Chicago Pope. Residents celebrate the first year of Pope Leo XIV, a Chicago-born Robert Prevost, reflecting on his local roots in the Year in Review segments. And their event tonight, we have Gold Coast Social, high energy midnight magic party in the heart of the Gold Coast neighborhood. Right, Atlanta, Delta bedbug lawsuit. A family has filed a high-profile lawsuit against Delta and KLM, claiming an international flight from Atlanta was infested with them bedbugs. Ew. So tonight in Atlanta, moving on from traditional peach drop, the city is hosting a massive New York City drone show over downtown. Houston, rental law change. Houston's strict new short-term rental ordinance is set to take effect tomorrow, January 1st, sparking last-minute debates among homeowners. Grand Rising, Ray. Their community event there is the Mad Houston NYE, New Year's Eve celebration, a futuristic high-concept celebration featuring Spanish-inspired cuisine and avant-garde decor. Right, DC, Freedom 250 kickoff. The Washington Monument will feature large-scale light projections tonight to officially launch the America 250 nationwide celebration. In DC tonight, a no-cover, no-nonsense community party on 14th Street for those looking to avoid expensive galas. Miami, sky lantern ban enforcement. Officials remind residents that sky lanterns launches are strictly prohibited tonight to protect coastal wildlife. That's not fun. All right, well, the Bay Park Countdown is tonight, a massive free concert featuring Marshmello and Nicky Jam with a fireworks finale. In Tampa, Zoo Tampa conservation success. Local news highlights the zoo's record-breaking year for manatee rehabilitations and releases. Their community event tonight is the Zoo Tampa New Year's Eve Bash, a family-oriented New Year's Eve celebration with games, music, and animal encounters. Newport Richey. Good morning, Dad. Yes, come get us. We're cold. Theater revitalization. The Richey Suncoast Theater concludes a successful fundraising year aimed at upgrading its historical stage equipment. So their New Year's Eve celebration is a special New Year's event, performance, and gala at the Richey Suncoast Theater. Milwaukee. Good morning, family. Harlem Night Tribute. The city marks the end of the year by honoring the historical Harlem Night in '85 cultural moment. We're having a glitter ball, a vibrant, inclusive dance party and countdown at Pop in the 3rd Ward. Right on to Vancouver. Infrastructure future. City Council reviews the Any Destination in 30 Minutes transit expansion plan following the successful holiday pilot program. New Year's Eve celebration will be Wild Eye Brewing, a local craft brewery party featuring live music, food trucks, and a low-key countdown. Toronto, Comrags shuttering. After 42 years, the iconic Toronto fashion brand Comrags officially closes its doors today, a major moment for Canadian retail history. And tonight there is the Grantosia Community Gala, a traditional Portuguese-style dinner and dance. All right, bless up Jamaica, Kingston, fireworks safety push. The Urban Development Corp, or the UDC, confirms full safety clearance for the massive waterfront pyrotechnics. So their event tonight, of course, the annual Fireworks on the Water Festival returns to downtown Kingston. Montego Bay, Harmony Beach milestone. Officials celebrate the highest ever visitor count for Harmony Beach Park in its 2025 season. So tonight, a beachfront festival celebration at Harmony Beach will have live reggae and midnight fireworks displays. Ocho Rios, tourism surge. Local hotels report 98% occupancy for the final week of the year, a record high for the region. Ocho Rios Bay Beach, the UDC hosted fireworks festival featuring local artisan crafts and food. Negril, ecotourism focus. 7 Mile Beach vendors transition to 100% biodegradable packaging as of today's deadline. Ultraviolet New Year's Eve, an Arabian Nights themed gala at the Negril Hills Golf Club. Cayman Islands, financial transparency gains. New reports show the islands have reached a record level of compliance with international financial standards. Tonight, Grand Old House Gala, a flamboyant themed black tie event with multi-course dinner by the sea. Oh, that sounds nice. All right, Bahamas, Hurricane Melissa recovery. The Baha Mar Resort announces a final major donation to the Hurricane Melissa Relief Fund to close out this year. Tonight, Sean Paul at the Baha Mar, the star-studded New Year's Eve concert featuring dance hall legend Sean Paul. All right, Nigeria, Anthony Joshua update. The boxing star is reported in stable condition in a hospital after a tragic car accident near Sagamu yesterday. Lagos prayers gatherings. Following the cancellation of the Greater Lagos Festiva, residents are urged to observe private prayer and reflection. Prayers up. And Ghana, the 31st December Revolution. The NDC party gathers in Ada today to mark the 44th anniversary of the 1981 revolution. Golden hours of New Year's Eve, a premier rooftop celebration at Luna Bar in Accra with views across the city skyline. All right, on to our weather. New York, you will be cloudy during the day with light snow expected tonight with a high of 34 and a low of 26. Los Angeles, it's going to be damp and steady rain throughout the day. Your high will be 65 and your low will be 61. Chicago, light snow in the afternoon, turning very cold and cloudy tonight. High of 34 and a low of 15. Atlanta, crisp and sunny. So your high today will be 51 and your low will be 29. Houston, pleasant and sunny with a high of 66 and a low of 42. DC, mostly cloudy and cold. High of 38, low of 26. Miami, bright and sunny. High of 65, low of 47. Tampa, sunny and cool with a high of 58 and a low of 41. Newport Richey, sunny throughout the day and clear and chilly tonight. High of 55 and low of 44. Milwaukee, light snow showers during the day and frigid tonight. High of 31 and a low of 11. Vancouver, partly sunny all day and clouds rolling in towards the evening with a high of 45 and a low of 7. Toronto, snow showers likely and very cold winds. So you're going to have a high of 26 and a low of 8. Kingston, partly sunny and warm, high of 85 and 71. I'm so jealous of Ray right now. Montego Bay, beautiful tropical day, high of 81 and a low of 74. Ocho Rios, brief light rain possible today with a high of 80 and a low of 74. Negril, perfectly sunny and warm, high of 84, low of 77. Cayman Islands, breezy and partly sunny with a high of 79 and a low of 72. And Nassau, Bahamas, sunny and mild with a high of 70 and a low of 67. Nigeria, hot with scattered thunderstorms possible this afternoon with a high of 91 and a low of 78. And Ghana, very warm with a high of 90 and a low of 79. All right, on to our sports recap. In the NFL, if you're looking for football today, there are several major college football games airing on ABC and ESPN today. We have the ReliaQuest Bowl with Iowa versus Vanderbilt is going to be at noon on ESPN. And Cheez-It Citrus Bowl with Texas and Michigan would be at 3 p.m. on ABC. Otherwise, in the NBA, last night's scores, we have the 76ers over the Grizzlies, 139 to 136 in OT. We got the Celtics over the Jazz, 129 to 119. The Pistons over the Lakers, 128 to 106. And the the Clippers over the Kings, 131 to 90. And tonight we have the Warriors and the Hornets. They play today at 1 p.m. and that will be on NBA TV and local channels. We also have the Timberwolves and the Hawks. They are at 3 p.m. today on NBA League Pass. The Magic and the Pacers are also at 3 on NBA League Pass. We have the Suns and the Cavaliers at 3:30 p.m. on NBA TV. The Pelicans and the Bulls at 7 p.m. tonight on NBA League Pass. The Knicks and the Spurs at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. The Nuggets and the Raptors at 7:30 p.m. on NBA League Pass. The Wizards and the Bucks at 8 p.m. tonight, NBA League Pass. And the Trailblazers and the Thunder, 8 p.m. on NBA League Pass. All right. Now on to our daily feature, which is Women in Business. And today I'm spotlighting the rise of Black women entrepreneurs. As we close out the year, today's spotlight is on one of the most powerful economic trends in the last decade, the historic rise of Black women entrepreneurs. According to the U.S. Census Bureau and the Brookings Institute, Black women are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs in America. Between 2014 and 2019, businesses owned by Black women grew by over 50%. Black women are starting businesses at higher rates than any other demographic, often in beauty, wellness, consulting, tech, and creative industries. The growth is driven by innovation, necessity, and cultural leadership, but also by systematic barriers that push Black women to create their own lanes when traditional ones are blocked. Despite this momentum, Black women still face challenges in access to capital. Venture capital funding for Black women founders remains less than 1% of the total VC dollars. So Black women aren't just participating in the economy, they're reshaping it. Support a Black woman-owned business today. Share their work, buy their products, or amplify their story like I'm doing. Visibility is currency. Let's go, ladies. All right, on to our book club, where we are still reading The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter Woodson. And today we're on chapter 3, How We Drifted Away from the Truth. So on this final day of the year, we're continuing Woodson's deep dive into how miseducation shapes identity and behavior. So Woodson's chapter breakdown is he expands on how institutions train Black people to distrust their own capabilities. He explains how miseducation creates dependency socially, economically, and intellectually. So Woodson says miseducation doesn't just distort history, it distorts self-image. When people are conditioned to believe they are inferior, they unconsciously act out that script. This chapter is the call to rewrite that script. In Woodson's era, Black excellence existed everywhere. Business districts, schools, churches, but mainstream narratives ignored it. That erasure created a psychological gap between reality and representation. So today, representation is definitely improving, but the psychological residue still remains. Undoing miseducation means teaching our children and ourselves the full truth of our brilliance. So today, ask yourself, what part of your identity are you reclaiming as you enter this new year? All right, so that closes out that chapter. And tomorrow, we step into a new year and a new mindset. All right, our cause of the day. Now, it is called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So EDS is a group of inherited disorders that weaken the connective tissue affecting skin, joints, and blood vessels. Some types are mild, others like vascular EDS can be life-threatening. The symptoms are hypermobile or loose joints, chronic joint pain or frequent dislocations, stretchy, fragile skin, easy bruising, and vascular EDS, it's thin skin, visible veins, risk of organ or vessel rupture. So there's no treatment, although there is physical therapy for joint stability, braces for joint support, avoid high impact activities, and monitoring your vascular complications. So prevention, there's no prevention, is genetic. Genetic counseling is recommended for families. In genetic counseling, you can pretty much, they check for everything. All you have to do is just, ask your primary care physician and let them know, your family medical history, but then also know that you're interested in genetic testing and get that for yourself and your family. All right, today in history, our history segment. Yay! All right, starting in 1999, Panama Canal returned to Panama. After 85 years of U.S. control, the canal was officially handed over to Panama under the Trujillo-Carter treaties. All right, in 1879, Thomas Edison demonstrates the first public light bulb test. Edison lit up the Menlo Park, proving that practicality of long-distance electric lights work. In 1946, President Truman declares World War II officially over. Although fighting ended in 1945, the legal state of war formally ended on this date. In 1600, British East India Company chartered. Queen Elizabeth I granted the charter that launched one of the most powerful trading companies in history. And in 1983, AT&T breakup order. A federal judge approved the breakup of AT&T's monopoly, reshaping the telecommunications industry. All right, in African American history, today in 1862, Freedom's Eve Watch Night. On this night, enslaved and free African Americans gathered in churches and homes to await the moment that Emancipation Proclamation would take effect at midnight. This tradition became known as Watch Night or Freedom's Eve. Also, we have Hiring Day, the painful pre-emancipation tradition. Before emancipation, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day were known among enslaved people as Hiring Day or Heartbreak Day, when families feared being sold or separated as slaveholders settled debts for the new year. African American scientists and inventors. First up, we have Guion Bluford, aerospace engineer and astronaut. In 1983, Bluford became the first African American in space, serving as a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger. His work advanced aerospace engineering and microgravity research. Second up, we have is Marie Van Britten Brown. Brown invented the first home security system in 1966, featuring cameras, peepholes, and remote door unlocking. Her design became the blueprint for modern home security technology. And last up, Otis Boykin. Boykin created the precision wire resistor used in computers, radios, and guided missiles. His most famous contribution was improving the pacemaker control unit, making it more reliable and affordable. All right, on to our Back to Roots segment. Today, we are on our sixth principle, Kuumba. All right, so Kuumba is the principle of creativity, and also the sixth principle, calling us to use creativity to heal, build, and beautify our communities. African creativity has always been functional, from the geometry of, hold on, let me get the word right, Ndebele murals, to the engineering of Great Zimbabwe, to storytelling of the griots. Creativity is not just art, it's innovation, problem solving, and cultural preservation. Kumumba invites us to step into the new year with imagination, to create solutions, to create beauty, and to create futures our ancestors would be proud of. All right, on to our fact or fiction. Today we're spotlighting folklore and spirit stories. So first up, we have the Boo Hag, the Gula Geechee folklore. The claim, a skinless spirit sits on your chest at night and quote unquote rides you. Truth, it's folklore. The Boo Hag is a Gula legend explaining sleep paralysis, a real neurological condition, through cultural storytelling. So it's just a name they had given this condition. I'm just trying to make it something that it really isn't, trying to make it scary. All right, next up we have the night doctors. The claim, white doctors kidnap Black people at night for experiments. The truth, it's rooted in history. While exaggerated in folklore, the fear came from real grave robbing, medical exploitation, and body snatching targeting Black communities in the 1800s. I believe it. And third, I believe it. I believe it. Third, we have the Crossroads Deal, aka Delta folklore. The claim is blues magicians sold their souls to the devil for talent. So the truth, it's folklore. The legend grew around Robert Johnson, but it reflects African spiritual traditions about destiny, ancestors, and supernatural gifts, not literal deals. Have these people ever seen Sinners? Or read anything? Or listened to anything? I declare. Moving on. What's the word today? What's the word? Like I said, mentioned earlier this week, is that we are doing a read the Bible in a year, starting on Monday. So we're just preparing ourselves to do that. So today's context is the key to understanding scripture. So before reading any book, ask who wrote it, who they wrote it to, what was happening historically, and why it was written. This presents misinterpretation and helps the Bible come alive. So reading context is like watching a movie with the sound off. You see the scenes, but miss what's the meaning. So let's make sure when we get to our Bible study that we have a notebook, a pen, if we have any questions or any thoughts to go back and research, just so that we have clarity. All right, our tech tip of the day is enable two-factor authentication. Authentication. I don't know why I have trouble with that word. So enable your two-factor authentication. Passwords alone are not enough anymore. Two-factor authentication adds a second layer of protection, usually a code sent to your phone or generally by an app. So turn on your 2FA for your emails, your banking apps, your social media, and your cloud storage. Accounts with the two-factor authentication are significantly harder to hack. even if someone steals your password. And we know that that happens a lot, especially on social media and in banking situations. So just make sure you're double covered there. All right, our finance tip of the day is set your 2026 financial goals today. Research shows that people who set specific written financial goals are far more likely to achieve them. So, examples are paying off a credit card, saving at least $1,000 for emergencies, increasing retirement contributions, and building a side income stream. So, write down 2 to 3 financial goals for 2026 and assign a target date for each of them. Goals give your money direction, and direction creates progress. And a savings account where you ain't got to touch it. You just know it's there. I call it my mad money. So, all right, our fun fact of today is the calendar is a little bit wrong on purpose. A full year is actually 365.2422 days, not 365. So that's why we add a leap year every 4 years to keep our calendar aligned with Earth's orbit. Without leap years, we slowly drift out of sync with the seasons. After a few hundred years, summer will eventually start in December. So I thought that was an interesting fact because it makes sense. All right, our fun holiday of the day today is Make Up Your Mind Day, a holiday dedicated to decisiveness, encouraging people to stop overthinking and make a clear choice before the year ends. So decision fatigue is a real psychological phenomenon. Studies show that the more decisions you make in a day, the harder each one becomes. This holiday reminds people to simplify and commit. A great moment to challenge you to make one important decision before midnight. Yeah, decision making is hard as the day goes on. That's for sure. That's where we get that statement, F it, because I'm tired of making decisions. I'm tired of trying to make a choice. So yeah, by the end of the day, you just mentally drained. Don't worry about it. It happens. All right, on to our daily quote of the day. Our daily quote today comes from Martin Luther King Jr. And I quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice." End quote. As we all know, Dr. King is one of the most influential civil rights leaders in the world. And this quote, originally inspired by the 19th century abolitionist Theodore Parker, became one of King's most iconic lines. It speaks to perseverance, patience, and the long fight for equality, which is a powerful way to close the year out with hope and perspective. All right, on to our music and entertainment. I chose to spotlight ragtime and the rise of jazz. In the late 1800s, African American musicians developed ragtime, a syncopatical piano style that evolved into jazz. Born into New Orleans and built from the blues, ragtime, and brass band tradition, jazz became one of the most influential genres in world history. Icons like Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, and later Miles Davis and John Coltrane. Ooh, that just sent chills up my spine. Remember their music. Transformed global music culture. Jazz is America's first original art form, and it came directly from Black creativity. I'll say that again. It came directly from Black creativity. All right, in celebrity gossip today, we have Quinta Brunson breaks the internet with a New Year's Eve glow up. Quinta Brunson stepped into New Year's Eve looking like she had a personal glam squad flown in from Wakanda. The dress was metallic. The hair was laid. The comments unhinged. Fans said she looked like so good, it was just disrespectful. So one writer even wrote, Quinta didn't come to slay. She came to ruin our self-esteem. She was that beautiful. So later on, Quinta said, new year, new level. And we're all just trying to catch up. Congratulations, girl. You looked wonderful. All right, on to our birthdays. Who got a birthday today? And celebrity birthdays. First up, we have Gabby Douglas. Is 30 today. She's an American artist gymnast. She is the 2012 Olympic all-around champion and 2015 World all-around silver medalist. She was a member of the gold-winning teams at both the 2012 and 2016 Summer Olympics, dubbed the Fierce Five and the Final Five by the media. She was also a member of the gold-winning American teams at the 2011 and 2015 World Champions. Also, we have Miss Donna Summer, who was called to glory in May of 2012, was an American singer, songwriter, and an actress. She gained prominence during the disco era of the late 1970s. She was a 5-time Grammy Award winner. Summer was the first artist to have 3 consecutive double albums reach #1 on the United States Billboard 200 chart and charted 4 #1 singles in the US within a 12-month period. Summer has reportedly sold over 100 million records worldwide, making her one of the world's best-selling artists of all time. She also charted 2 #1 singles on the Hot R&B Hip Hop Songs chart in the US and a #1 single in the United Kingdom. Rest in heaven. All right, on to our lifestyle segment. Today's soul food recipe is baked lemon pepper catfish. I can get with that one. Our beverage of the day is sparkling apple ginger mocktail. I don't know about a mocktail, especially on New Year's Eve. No, you have to put the real stuff in there. All right, men, your health tip of the day is avoid late night eating. It improves sleep quality and reduces acid reflux. Your tip of the day is your New Year's Eve grooming. Clean beard lines, moisturize, especially them ankles, and tidy edges for a polished look. Women, 10-minute post-meal walk helps regulate blood sugar and support heart health. So tonight, make sure you have on for your New Year's Eve outfit metallic accessories. Gold or silver instantly elevates any New Year's Eve outfit. So just go out there and shine like you normally do, my queens. All right, our household cleaning chore today is, I said originally empty the refrigerator, but no, deep clean everything. That way, new, out with the old, in with the new. Everything's fresh to start a new year. All right, and in relationships, couples, share one lesson you've learned about each other this year. I don't know about one, but yeah. Friendships, send a gratitude message to a friend who showed up for you. And family, do a quick family check-in before midnight. How's everybody doing? Make sure everyone's safe tonight. All right, on to our daily horoscopes. All righty, let's see. Of course, Aries, reflect on what habits you're ready to leave behind. Your lucky numbers today are 1, 14, and 22. Taurus, a financial reset prepares you for a stronger 2026. Your lucky numbers today are 6, 18, and 27. Gemini, a conversation brings closure in a good way. So your lucky numbers today are 5, 12, and 30. Cancer, your heart feels lighter as you forgive someone or yourself. Your lucky numbers today are 2, 11, and 25. Leo, celebrate your wins. You've earned them. Your lucky numbers today are 9, 19, and 33. Virgo, organizing your space clears your mind. Your lucky numbers today are 4, 16, and 28. Libra, a relationship shifts in a positive direction. Your lucky numbers today are 7, 20, and 29. Scorpio, you're ready to release an old fear. Your lucky numbers today are 8, 13, and 31. Sagittarius, your optimism returns, perfect for New Year's Eve energy. Your lucky numbers today are 21, 3, and 34. Capricorn, You close the year with strength and clarity. Your lucky numbers today are 10, 17, and 26. Aquarius, a new idea for 2026 excites you. Go for it. Your lucky numbers today are 11, 23, and 35. Pisces, your intuition guides you toward peace. Your lucky numbers today are 6, 15, and 32. All right, on our show tomorrow, New Year's Day, we will talk about renewal energy. We get some password resets and Megan's Hotspot Girl Reset Challenge. So start 2026 with me tomorrow morning. At this time, I would love to thank our beautiful and wonderful sponsors. Shout out to Bello Burn Hot Sauce. Turn up the flavor, feel the burn. Bello Burn brings heat to every bite. RAS Herbals, rooted in tradition, powered by nature. RAS Herbals keeps wellness pure and strong. And Calorine Candles, light the moment, lift the mood. Calorine Candles glow with soul. And Universal Madness, style without limits. Universal Madness makes the streets your runway. All right, so family, we made it to the end of the year. Take a breath, unclench your shoulders, and honor every lesson that brought you here. Release what you cannot do, carry forward what strengthens you, and step into the new year with intention. So, as we prepare to ring in 2026, I just want to take the moment to express my deepest gratitude to each and every one of you, all my new viewers and all my day ones. We've been here only 4 months, but you have given me the courage and the momentum to keep going. So on behalf of Lux Radio and we wish you all a new, happy, and prosperous year. So this is your girl, Mel B, saying stay looking fly, especially tonight. Be safe. Be home early if you can, because you know it's crazy people out there tonight. Stay grounded in your truth. Let this year and next year. And don't let nobody take your peace or tilt your crown. So until tomorrow morning, I love you all. Be safe. Go to church tonight. If you're going out, be safe. Return home safe. And I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Love you. Period.